Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where me and my homegirl Erin gonna let you know about the What's Going Down episode of Selling Sunset on Netflix. They are back, season 9. It's gonna be episode 1, y'all. So please help me welcome Erin to the stage.
Hello, real estate day, everybody.
Yes. I'm so glad they are back after. I can't wait to see how the fires affected everything, because that will be a part of the episode they kind of chimed in on. They have those disclaimers, we don't want to be insensitive and we support, you know how it goes, blah, blah, blah. Support. But yes, they're back.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Episode 1.
Lots of scenery, and I appreciated that. Yes, it was a beautiful episode. I am glad that they did do a disclaimer about the fires, even seeing some of the scenes coming up for future episodes. Makes me sad, like,
Yeah.
You and I both grew up in California, the Palisades, that's like a part of history.
Right
And
around the
all
corner,
of those,
like.
yeah. And, even growing up, I had a friend whose grandparents had a home in the Palisades, one that they had bought way back in the day, so it's just sad.
Yeah. You know what? I was a little disappointed this episode, just FYI, because usually we see a lot more real estate. It was more drama than real estate. We only had a couple of listings where we would have 4 or 5 listings every. I hope we get to that, where the production was a lot less this time.
I think we will. It did. I think we will. But I do agree with you. It was kind of a weak first episode. It was a little weak. It was a little like thin on the, I don't know. But it's fine.
On the
It's all right.
and ahs of it all, like we do.
Or even like checking in with everybody was kind of weak sauce. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't really like. We had the one scene between Emma and Nicole, but like that was kind of about it.
Yeah, my notes was low. I mean, I'm just saying, maybe because it was the first episode.
That's what I'm thinking.
And plus everybody wasn't there. So,
yeah,
I can kind of, but still, they usually, give us a little run for our money with at least, 4 to 5 listings for us to oogle over and dream and think. But yeah, interesting.
I don't know, maybe because they thought how much was that one house? 70, 60, whatever million, like that crazy 6. I was like, holy mackerel. It wasn't enough though. Like, yay, thank you. I appreciate that you're showing me such an expensive home, but like, it wasn't spectacular enough that I don't feel let down about the lack of real estate otherwise.
Yeah, but you know what? The show must go on.
It must.
And it's just going to be a really good season 9, because they're always gearing up for the big seasons like we do with our, what do you call those? Special years of something, those historical celebrations, the 5, 10, 15, or
oh, you think they're saving the juice for next season?
Probably. And plus they'll have a lot more to rebuild on, probably, with with what's going on with the fires, and a lot more drama probably because of that. Just season 10. How will they recover? I don't know. I'm just thinking about stuff. But
Of course. Well, no, you got me thinking about that too, actually, just speculating. And they did talk about how it's the most down market as it has been in 35 years. So maybe they didn't have as many people offering up real estate to be showcased on the show for the publicity. Maybe there weren't as
yeah.
many, builders that had like the price range and the type of home that they were needing for the
Mhm.
show. I don't know. Inventory might have been low.
I want to give a shout out to DM Rocks. Thanks for being in the chat tonight. And no, I haven't seen that Chriselle quit the show and that Chelsea did an interview with Carlos. We got to look at that. However, the other day we were looking for you because you said you had some tea regarding some of the RHOC housewives. If that's true, we would like to invite you up next time we have a discussion. So if you're ready, we will send out the flyer. And if you want to come up and give us the tea, please do.
Yeah, we would love to have you on. We saw your chat and we were like, oh my God, we need to hear about this.
Yes.
That is icing on the cake of the reunion to hear what your experience was. So please consider joining us. It's just you can get on, don't even have to get on camera like we don't. We're just chit-chatting, but we would love to
Yeah.
hear from you.
For sure. So thanks again for your support. And again, we hope to hear from you with that tea. And again, we're glad that you're commenting. Again, we love the
Yes.
interactive. Talk to us. We talk back, y'all.
And that crown that you got, the little purple icon that says #1, that is what you are, ma'am. God, I keep saying ma'am, like I'm just making that assumption, like you're an auntie, but you are our #1.
And let us know.
Yeah.
What do you identify as so we
What's
don't
your
make any
pronouns?
mistakes?
Yeah, give us your pronouns. Yeah, we appreciate you very much. And I will, because as Ray can tell you, we'll go do all the side digging around. I'm gonna have to look at this Carlos King.
For sure.
I'm not super surprised Chriselle quit because I kind of got the feeling that she was getting done.
Well.
So, but I did not know that. I did not.
Well.
Yes, apparently her I did see an interview that she did with the Bachelor that came out later on and like got married and had a kid right away. Is it Colton? I can't remember. Anyway, and she explained that her IVF journey has been really hard. They have been nowhere near successful.
Oh, I guess she wants to take care of that like Candace did from
I think so.
Not have anything else going on. Of course, with reality TV comes stress, and that's the #1 issue when it comes to any expectant or hope to be expectant mother. We want to keep our minds clear and free from all the mess. So,
yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, good luck with her and all of that. Let's dive on in.
Yes.
So, y'all, like we were saying, if you haven't seen our reviews, check them out. Go on into my library. But we usually have a plethora of reality girl of real estate to oogle and ogle over, and like, oh yes, look at that, woo, woo, all this, that, and the third. But this time there's only a couple of listings and drama. So maybe I'm pretty sure the rest of the episodes will give us some more to look at. But for right now, we have Emma, Chelsea, and Chriselle coming to look at this beautiful home, and also, dish about the issues going on, specifically with Emma. But this is the house, y'all. 6 beds, 9 baths, 10,350 square feet. Look at that. Beautiful.
It is, I love the big open windows, the high ceilings,
Yes.
airy. It's a beautiful energy. You can't. I mean, if this, you know,
Only thing I don't like those chairs. I saw those chairs somewhere at this alchemy bar on the ship we were on earlier in the year. It just seems so uncomfortable. I don't
they
know.
do. I was about to say the same thing. That is
Girl, they
not.
chess pieces?
I don't know, but my booty doesn't want to sit on it. No, I don't feel
At
like
all.
I don't think that supports anybody with a real butt, and they certainly don't have a booty on this show. Everybody is so skinty, it's painful, but like extra this season. Although some of them ladies in their clothes, you look flawless, ladies. You look good. But
Um, I'm, I, I'm gonna
go
have
ahead.
to disagree with one person that I've
Oh,
noticed looks a little,
crazy,
no, just a little,
Chelsea.
yeah,
And I love it. I noticed too, and I was
just a
like,
little bit.
yes, and it's so nice because she looks like somebody looks a little fuller. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I
And
mean?
I'm like, where'd she get that butt from?
I
Like,
know.
hello? Because she was, now again, I know weight can act and do all sorts of things to a woman, and I'm not complaining about the gain. I'm just saying that, okay, she looking a little thicker, Ricka, you know?
She did. I did notice that, and I thought it was fantastic because she's still tiny, but it was really nice.
Yes.
It was really nice to see somebody look a little bit softer and rounder because some of these ladies, listen, I'm not trying to body shame. We're just here to comment because they're all here to show us. They're all walking around in hot pants and tiny
Okay.
clothes, so they're leaving themselves open to comment. They look like models, their
Mm-hmm.
frames are so thin, it's like
Mm-hmm.
the 90s, right? But I am sure in person that looks painful because
Right.
it looks borderline painful on the
Real
show.
pointy.
God, yes. I mean, some of the fashions I've already been very impressed, ladies, and then some not so much, but it's all right. I mean, yeah. Let me just say this, when I can see your regular hair peeking out, like in disagreement with your extensions, it's not working. Just
Hmm.
saying.
Well, again, we're not body shaming. We're just,
No,
giving our opinions. And again, everybody still looks great. I
they
mean,
do. They do. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this is a beautiful show. This is an
mhm.
aesthetic show, and they do give it to us.
And the commission on this will be, oh Lord have mercy, 630.
I don't like those
Ooh,
chairs out there either. Those don't look comfortable either.
girl.
So who chose the seating for this? No.
Yeah.
Lovely
Showing us.
pool, but listen to me. Listen to me. This is what killed me about these homes. You are paying for no land. You are paying for a view and an area code. Because look at all that house. That's your back. Like that's all you got in the backyard. It's very little land.
Looks a little, yeah, looks a little off, but
House rich, land poor.
just beautiful. Just
Yes.
beautiful. That's why I move where I move. I needed
Oh,
land.
yeah.
And I can't know or smell what's going on in my neighbor's house. You can't be that close to me. That's not what I prefer.
Everybody's moved away from the grays and now we're into the beiges and the warmer tones. I'm here for the change. I like it. I am with you too. If I'm gonna spend $12 million, I need some space. I don't want to be so close to my neighbors that I know what's going on. I
And
loved
then,
Emma's outfit, I have to say. I was like, she reminds me of like Claudia Schiffer in the 90s,
yes, Claudia Schiffer.
right?
Does she do the candies commercials? Claudia Schiffer. Claudia Schiffer.
She was one of the supermodels, the blonde from, was she from Germany?
I,
Uh,
I'm confusing her with Manunos.
yes, no, Claudia Schiffer was one of the 90s. Linda Evangelista, Claudia Schiffer, Cindy Crawford. She was one of those
Oh,
girls.
Vaguely, but okay. I was
I'll
confusing
send
her
you.
with Manunos, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll show you a picture afterwards. But
Okay.
anyway, cute outfit. For once I like really loved the hot pants.
Look at this. All this press button stuff and carrying on. Like, good grief. Beautiful. Of course. I mean, what home up there won't be?
Ooh,
But I really dig how they show us difference. Like this staircase is just ridiculous.
yep. I did just catch Chelsea's booty. That one still. I was like, I didn't even notice. I was like, oh yes.
Girl, she caking. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I got another picture of her in a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she caking. That's a cute little smoke area.
Yes, and I do agree with you. That was cool. Oh yeah, that is perfect for what that is. Yep. Nobody can complain about the smoke because you're in between two buildings. Get out of here. Yeah. Little greenery. And that's cute furniture. I don't mind that.
I don't like that tub. I just like something that's enclosed. I don't like all that.
The bathroom coming up with that panda marble. Oh my god. No, that's a bathroom. This is all right.
You can see it from the front. I'm just saying.
It's very spa.
And of course the rooftop deck. So they get to talking. This is where the gossip come in. So you can see a little, a little thickness on it right there.
Mm-hmm.
So they're okay. So girl, we saw the house. Girl, what's going on? What's the tea? Whoop the woo. Because they like, yeah, we know what Nicole been saying and ruining your reputation, and Emma's playing it, like she's playing it like Kenya should have. Hello. She's really given us the rightfully so. She's defaming my character. She's putting these rumors out. It's not true. And wait till you find out how she got the info. Oh my God.
Now, Nicole and Emma were supposed to be good friends, right?
Right.
Okay. So I think because sometimes the way they gossip and the way they blow things out of proportion, I'm like, can we stretch another mile out of this inch? But you know what I mean? But I do respect the fact that Emma's saying, you and I are friends and you talking greasy like that about me. You're saying that I literally was inappropriate with a client who was married. So, yes, the betrayal is real.
The betrayal is real. Speaking of, so then they go to the office, and this is the look of horror because she's being ignored. They're supposed to be giving their updates. If you've seen the show before, this is where they're, Brett or what's the other dude's his twin brother? Brett and
Number two and the other one.
Well, anyway.
I forgot. I totally don't. They're the tiny twins to me. Because they're so little every time.
Yeah, they're like 5'2", 5'3".
Every time Mary hugs one, because Mary looks so little, and I'm just like, God, you guys are tiny.
Girl. They can stand on their wallet. That's how much money
I
they got.
know. Listen, I dated a short man. I'm 5'10", and I dated a real short Japanese dude. They sometimes got the biggest, swag because they're little.
The biggest what?
Swag. You know what I mean? Like they love,
Ego?
yeah, all of it. Bravado. They'll ask out tall women without flinching because they're like, they're all tall to me kind of thing. Yeah, they've had to make up for it. Yeah. They also can have like Napoleon syndrome, but
Well.
Anyway, I digress.
She is, you see the look on her face because it's her turn to give her synopsis and the status of what she has going on with her clientele. And while she's giving her status, this is what's going on the other side. Mary gave her ass to kiss. Hello. We already know listen, I think the one on the right, what's the new girl? Is Anna or what?
Annalise.
Annalise. And in the middle is Amanda. And on the left is Mary. Mary is the second in command to the owners, the two guys, Brett and his twin brother. And even though she was there at sort of in the beginning with Mary, she left and then came back. In my opinion, she came back because the show was on the air, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, oh hell yeah.
So while she's looking in dismay and they're kind of making noise a little bit, because they're looking at the purse that Amanda brought. Oh, it's cute little piano purse, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making noise with it. And then the guys, the owners say, okay, guys, we're supposed to all be concentrating on what we're listening for, yada, yada. So they finally kind of sit in their seats and settle in and listen to her. So once all that's done, Amanda gives her a little bone. Okay, because no one's talking. Everybody came in greeting each other, hugging as they normally do, except for her.
Just because they didn't like her hair. I don't like her hair. Oh, I'm not into that. This is terrible. Her eye makeup's terrible. Her outfit, fail. I get that you like to be risky and I respect it, but you just look like you have lupus. I hate this hair. She literally needs to go sit on Fox News. I think it ages her. And she's a pretty. I was looking at her versus Emma. Like she's a beautiful, blonde. All of that. This just does nothing for her, in my opinion.
Girl. Well, she got her face cracked because
She sure did.
She was talking about how Mary ain't talked to her since they last filmed. Ain't nobody reached out. It's just pretty much the owners and her, all because of the nastiness she was giving Emma and Chriselle. Now, remind you, if you did not watch season 8, the end of the season cliffhanger kinda was that she was talking real greasy and old day Gretchen liking hate posts against her castmates who are in the queer community. Chriselle is queer and her partner is non-binary.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So and then so she at the end was just trying to fight for her name and reputation and place in the company because it's just if you look, another thing, if you watched Real Housewives of Orange County and how Heather blew up at Gretchen at the dinner table when Tamara brought when Gina and Tamara brought those horrible hate texts that supposedly Gretchen was liking, it was similar to how they exploded on her from last season. Just talking greasy, also because she has history with Chriselle and they had issues. In my opinion, I believe she was spot on and she meant every like that she did. Sorry, because she's a nasty woman. So from that, another issue she had with Emma, that was the girl we saw in the hot pink pants earlier, where she was told not to keep going in her rumor mill combo, and she kept going, just wanting to shade Emma on maybe 2 or 3 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. And they just left her alone because they see how nasty she is. So we're going to see what happens this season.
Well, when you choose to betray your friends by believing things about them that are told to you to the point that you feel entitled to morally condemn them for their behavior, then you playing. Oh, look at that eye makeup. Yuck. Oh, look like you got punched in the eyes. Anyway, like she broke her nose. But when you you feel entitled to treat somebody less than because you think that their moral character, you don't want to be friends with that person anymore. Because if you actually really cared about that friendship, you'd give them the benefit of the doubt. It's just
Yeah.
what you do. Or you'd be like, I don't support that behavior, but like, what's going on with you? Are you all right? Like, like, are you going through some stuff? Was this a situation where you really found yourself in love? I would not just be so happy to hop on the you're a homewrecker train if that was really my friend, because I don't operate like that.
Just starting trouble, starting fires everywhere she go. No offense, but just
Mm-hmm.
girl. Anywho, just wait till you hear how she got the info, chat. Just wait. So next week, so all that's over with. So pretty much before I say that that's all over with, this is where Amanda gives her a bone, to at least give her some conversation and like, girl, hey, how you doing? And then, so what's up with you and all, and all that rumor? So it wasn't that she was coming over to greet her and have a social conversation. It was more or less, girl, what's the tea? Like, why are you, I was trying to tell you to Hirsch and not, but you kept going and then going and going and going. So now you created this turmoil within the office. And so this is where Nicole decided that she's going to reach out to Emma to see if she can resolve it. So she can apologize and what. Yeah, but you meant it. So what's the apology for?
Well, because Amanza is basically telling her, nobody wants to ride with you on this one. Nobody liked this little, rumor that you're trying to hang your hat on, and nobody wants to support it. So if you want anybody to, hang out with or whatever, this was the wrong move. And so she decides that she's got to at least try to fix it because she basically is on an island and she knows it.
Yeah, because that, like I mentioned, she got 2 horrible marks on her record in just one season. So, girl, don't do nothing else. I'm just saying, you may end up like Christine out of the group.
Christine, yeah. I was like, who? I'm like, oh, yes.
But I did say I would like to see her back. We can replace Nicole with Christine, another villain for a villain.
Well, maybe they'll bring Christine back now that Chriselle's leaving. I don't know if she'd come back. She probably should though, because of how her marriage worked out.
They're supposed to get Sofia Vergara's sister.
Yes, I saw
towards the end of this season. So maybe, but they did add her when. Well, I don't know when Chriselle quit, but
I think she gets into it with Chriselle.
There it is.
So we shall see.
Wow. So next listing we see is 4 bed, 4 bath, 5350 square feet, half of the house that we saw. 16, little 5,000 shy of 16 mil, and 479,850 is the commission. And the woman on this listing is Bree, walking in with her black Birkin and black boots. But she's going to do a co-listing. They ended up, talking and everything. And they said, well, let's just, just do a split. They were negotiating the split. As you can see, this home is gorgeous. Now, before we get to this negotiation, I'm going to be right back. Please entertain the guests.
This is what I was talking about. Like, I like Brie. I actually, a lot of her style choices are, if I had her figure and all of these things that I would make. I do appreciate that. But like this extra long hair, like when she's trying to move the doors, like you could see where her hair ends and the extension curtain begins. And I'm just like, when you can see that, I feel like it's stupid. Because like I don't want to be able to see that you're wearing like a whole curtain of hair. Just I don't know. I mean, it would almost be better to just straight up do, a wig full on, but I guess she's trying to put Cher to shame.
I'm back. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just had to diss Breeze Weave. I just don't like it when she's moving the doors. You could like see her hair, and then you could see the extra long, and I'm like, you might as well just wear like a wig or something. I just don't, like when you can see that it's obvious, like that it's fake hair, like that, it annoys me.
Yeah, you can
It just,
tell. For those
yeah,
of you who can tell, yeah, because there should be, um, it shouldn't be see-through in certain spots.
yeah, or like the extra length shouldn't like, like when you move, like you see the shorter hair like pop on out. I don't know. I just, you could see the two levels.
So I chose this picture to look back on, not just for the hair, but in the midst of, with all of the decor, she notices that she needed a pop of color.
Yeah.
So she calls her assistant. I mean, Nick is just paying for all kind of stuff, ain't he? And if you didn't know, Nick Cannon is her child's father. She's one of that harem. Mm-hmm. So she discovers that she needed a pop of color. So she calls her assistant, and she decided red was the color of the day. And her assistant brings her Birkin and boots and Birkins, so that she can adequately and effectively see the home in style. Girl, I guess.
This is the show for the antics. Is what it is.
You did say that last year.
This is the show for the. I mean, the boots are adorable. Don't get me wrong. And I even said when you were gone for a minute, like I do appreciate her. I like her style. I like her whole kind of like vibe for her own self. Do you know what I mean? Like I think she does a little bit of a Megan Fox, slightly goth look, but very
Yeah.
clean, and I can dig that. That's probably more my archetype. But yeah, whatever. Okay. You know what I mean? Like stunty. All right.
I think they call them shark boots, but I could be mistaken.
What?
Shark boots.
Are they? I don't know. I feel
Girl,
ignorant,
I
but they were
think.
cute.
I don't know.
It's cute.
Don't care.
Little red. I appreciated it. The look now is a little bit more oxblood than this tomato, but for the season or for when they were doing it, I'm here for it.
Let's see. Black, red. I prefer the black, but that's just me. More of the house. So we're looking more of the house as we can, again, what really can go wrong with these? But the one thing I'm a little insecure about is having to have that much openness. What if something happened? You got to close that sucker a little more quickly because it takes a minute to open all these luxurious windows and doors and carrying on these like pocket doors situations. It took a minute now. I mean, girl, and anything can come in the house.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you took the words out of my mouth. I'm like, I don't want flies in my house. And like I don't want, like, do you have a bug zapper that anything that tries to pass the median, the imaginary wall, it like gets zapped or something?
Or those blowers that be in the store as soon as you come in, you can be like, "Ooh, what's that?" Oh, I don't know, because again, like,
I mean, we do have amazing weather, but how often do you want your house like aerated that much?
Girl,
maybe for parties. I don't know.
That part, because you're not gonna keep opening the door if it's a party going on. It's gonna be open.
And maybe it's like a status thing to have pocket doors like that. And like if we asked people that actually lived in these homes that they don't necessarily do it all the time. Here's another one with not a lot of backyard. Like you got a beautiful infinity pool, but you staring off into the smog.
Look at it.
It's so funny. They're like, this view is amazing. I'm like, yeah, all the smog and all its glory.
You can see it really well. Ain't that nothing?
Yeah, I was like, God, the haze is real, but like, woo, like, I don't know. I think I would just, if I had 17 million, I mean, not after all the fires and stuff makes me hesitate, but I would rather be in Malibu with a little bit more like clean, because like staring at the view, you're literally looking at the pollution.
Another polluted view.
Yeah. Like, look at all the smog hanging around downtown. See?
Then we come
Oh,
to the closet that's at least $90K.
but that panda, I have to take a moment. That shower, go back to please for one moment.
Where? Here?
The previous slide.
Here? No.
Nope.
No.
That
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
there. That shower. That panda marble.
Wait a minute.
You were on it.
Where'd I go? No.
You went back to the closet. It was the slide right before the closet.
That was the one before the closet.
There we go. Here it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
That shower that he's walking into, that panda marble, I loved, because it's it's finally, we've gotten away from the Calcutta, which is just played out. I just think it's very dramatic and cool. I enjoyed it.
With me, marble me anything. Marble is
Sure.
just for me, it's the end all be all of a decor. I love marble anyway. I haven't never seen an ugly marble. I'm just saying. So I feel
I have a Pinterest board that has marble slabs. So I love looking at different kinds of marble. So I enjoy all of it as well. But I think I just am enjoying the departure, because like everyone and their mother had that Calcutta, and it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I would be so happy and so grateful to have it. But I just think it's fun when people do, other kinds. It's beautiful to me.
90K closet, and
Right.
wow. Okay, the illumination of it all is nice. What doesn't have a light on top? I'm just saying.
I don't like it.
For me, I don't need a light on every shelf. I mean, are we showcasing jewelry? Like, what's the point?
You know whose closet to this day I still like, even though she's annoying? Lisa Vanderpump.
I've never seen her closet.
I know for sure it's been shown on Vanderpump Rules. It's all white inside, and then it has islands that has see-through drawers, so you can see all these accessories, and I like that.
I've seen that, but I like Heather Dubrow's closet.
Well, I think anybody would, right?
Girl.
But yeah.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
Well, this is where they were negotiating, and of course, she wanted 50-50. He was like, nah, girl, nah, boo. First, he offered her 70-30. And I'm like, that's a little low. You can't do at least 45. I'm thinking, but he said he came and said 60-40. When she said 50, so it went from him offering 70-30. Of course, he's a 70, she's 30%. Then, of course, she said, nah, half. We going half. See, he's like, nah, boo boo. No, boo. No, boo. How about 60-40? He could have did 50-50.
He probably refused to because of the amount of marketing budget he's had to put in to advertise the house already, or staging, or some kind of upfront cost that he's already incurred that he's not willing to just eat.
That's fine and dandy, but because of her, this house is on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? This house is being showcased for free. I hope. But I think 60-40 was better than 70-30, if you ask me. I thought she should have gotten at least 40-something%. So good for her.
This is one of those fake conversations that they're doing where he probably, like it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe 70-30 was probably ever what was going to happen, but we got to negotiate on the show. So,
Let's see. 40%. Let me get my calculator. 40%. Unless you're smarter than me, you can do it real quick. Let's see.
No.
479.
My brain said no thanks.
850 times 40%. Oh, okay. A little less than 200. 191. 940. Okay. She can keep about 75K of that because of taxes. Anywho. But yeah, so that was the house. Bree and her what do you call them people? Co-realtor.
Co-listing. Co-lister.
Co-lister, thank you.
I guess. I mean, they're co-listing, whatever that, co-agents, but anyway.
So good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Next, y'all, we got a cute little conversation. Mary and Chriselle getting together for drinks and looking at how cute the drinks are. So what I didn't mention earlier, what we didn't talk about earlier was in the midst of that update conversation that they normally do, Brett mentioned that people are missing and we need a full house to go full steam ahead. And so he mentioned that people need to get their little butts back in office. And this is where Mary, who is in charge when the owners aren't there, she mentioned that to Chriselle. So Chriselle is always away with her boo, with her wife. They are married, right?
They have done Married for Play a lot, like where they've like gone to Vegas and pretended, and I don't know if they're legally married.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut my own answer off. I'm not sure. They have done a couple of ceremonies. I don't know if they've made it legit yet.
Well,
there we go. I said that's a great way to put it.
Okay, cool. So Chriselle and her partner are always away, and apparently they're always in Australia. I don't know if her partner is a recording artist.
And Australian.
Yeah. And that's where Chriselle always is with her partner. And during this conversation, which prompted Mary to remind her to get her a little bit back to work, was that, she's going here, going there for 2 weeks at a time, or, she's away more than she has ever been. So Mary had to remind her, well, Brett and them said you can get back to work in the office. Ain't no more hybrid, ain't no more remote. He needs to see you. He needs your presence. And she was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But, me and my boo thing is thanging. So, yeah, so they're just, catching up and everything. And they know about the other drama in the office. Chriselle was like, girl, I'm cool on her. I don't want nothing to do with her.
Oh, Jason. It's Jason and Brett.
Thank you. Jason and Brett.
And I think Jason is the one that's more involved with them. We remembered Brett.
Okay. He is, because he's the one who dated Chriselle, also Mary here.
Yeah.
Once in a blue stagnant moon. Not the same time, y'all. They ain't that nasty, No. The pH ain't that imbalanced. Not like the other show.
Yeah. No, I think it's been a long enough time that, the waters have cleared.
Hello. So yeah, so they're pretty much done. Now this conversation, child, this was interesting. Remember when we were talking about how Nicole has been, doing a lot of wrong lip service going on, Nicole, the one with the bob. So she and Emma came to have a meeting of the minds, and you see how Emma, her expression.
Her outfit was like, girl, it's in the middle of the day. Sometimes the costumetry. I know I just made that word up, but I'm serious.
Yeah, it wasn't cute either,
No, I thought Nicole actually looked cuter. The little denim and the necklaces. But
So
anyway,
speaking of, so these are their faces during the conversation.
yeah.
How dare you get an attitude? Now, mind you, this is the explanation I've been telling y'all about. So Emma was just, yeah, I'm here to hear you. Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever, girl. I'm here. Hello, how are you? So, I mean, Nicole get right to it. It wasn't a whole lot of him and Han, which I like. Just get right into it.
Same.
So she apologized for, talking greasy about her, and she wanted to let her know where she got it from. Emma really didn't care, but it was what it was to hear the explanation. Apparently, a relative by the name of Jen, who is Jason and Brett's cousin, that's her right there,
Yep.
had a conversation with Nicole. That's Nicole in the blue. That's when she had her long hair last season.
In a better color.
Okay. So this is the same woman I just had the back picture of. So apparently, the cousin told the rumors to Nicole right here. The rumor was that Emma, who is here under duress because of contract obligation, she had a film with her, and Nicole got the info from the cousin stating that Emma was messing around with a knowingly married man, going on flights and taking, trips and getting flued out and all these different things when Emma had to set the record straight. So because Nicole, she felt as though she didn't start it, so she doesn't feel like she should get all the smoke. But no one knows Jen, Nicole. If you're listening, watching, listening, Nicole, no one knows her. And to be quite frank, even though this was filmed before, this is the first time we've seen Jen, or am I tripping?
It's definitely the first time I think we've seen her. I would imagine that the girls maybe are familiar with her just because I don't know. This seemed like some kind of weird, like she's been around or something. Like I don't even know, but yeah, it's interesting.
It really is. Another interesting thing is, as Nicole is explaining where she got the info and what was said to her, the production was rolling back tape where Jen was saying to Nicole what Nicole is explaining to Emma. So she filmed, however, this is the first time I've seen her.
Yeah, and I was trying to obviously it's previous filming because Nicole has had a drastic hair change.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious as to was this during the season or was this some post follow-up, because I always say this, there's a little element of Selling Sunset that they always kind of show the man behind the curtain a little bit. They every now and then they'll do something with the storyline or production where I'm like, this is so fake.
For real though.
And they push my ability to believe because where was she? His cousin, their cousin, the twins' cousin. That makes it like she's a known entity. She's probably been around. She came up talking to people like she's familiar. This is a satellite character, but it feels like we should be familiar with, and yet we're not. I don't know, chat, listeners, shout out. Let me know if we've heard of Jen before and we're just not remembering because she's not that exciting. But and bear with me a second. Here's my problem with this. You are now giving legitimacy to Nicole's claims as though this was a real storyline by having this scene, by filming it. But the way that you presented it last season, you didn't give it this level of legitimacy. You just made it some rumor Nicole was talking about that sounded really greasy about her friend. So if you're now trying to change it and give her some more legitimacy about this, I just feel like I'm being played with.
That part.
I feel like I'm being played with.
That part.
And I feel like Emma basically was like, I'm coming to this scene to chew you out. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want to hear anything other than, you need to just listen and take it because you can't justify any of this. I'm not going to let you. I don't want you to have that scene. But that just makes me feel like, did y'all cobble this later? Or like, does Emma know you have this scene? Like, what is going on? Because, like I said, I don't even know how to explain it other than like, if you have a whole family member telling her this, like let's say Jen said that to the twins. The twins would then have some scene with Emma in the office. Emma, our cousin, who of course we trust, came to us and said that her friend was really just upset. You know what I mean? Like we could easily see that storyline.
And
so
never did.
Nope. So I just feel a little played with right now. So I'm just saying, I can suspend my disbelief for the aesthetic of this show. It's like watching a soap opera, la la la. I get it, but like every now and then I'm like, no, what are you guys doing? What are you doing right now? And that's what this feels a little bit like with this cousin, but I put in quotes, like.
And like you said, they are known for pulling it. So
Yeah,
we're gonna need to see something more than just this. Now it's fine that she's telling her, but this wasn't aired until now, whether they filmed it just for this issue or if it was actual footages
right.
filmed then and they're archiving them. Either way, the one that brought it to the masses was you, Nicole. And that's the issue that you're spreading. And furthermore, as we saw last season, Amanda telling her to Hirsch, other people like, I don't think this is cool. Even the new girl was like, I don't think this is appropriate, at the office and whoop de woo. I'm not with that. But you kept going, wanting to defame her character, make her look like something she's not. And furthermore, didn't even discuss it with her. She just went straight to the cameras with it. And you kind of backpedaling pussy pop at the same time you were dishing out the rumor mill. So
Yes.
just like you did with Chriselle and her partner, just backpedaling and pussy popping while you're trying to defame or shame or make people feel bad because of whatever usually is whatever somebody going through. But all I know is you are to blame because this would have never seen the light of day unless you brought it to the cameras, and it was on more than one episode that you did that. So I'm on Emma's side with this. Period.
Yeah, same. And we're supposed to be friends. A friend of me would do this crap, but not somebody I trusted.
And this is the look that she gives because she can't believe that because it was told to her and she repeated it. I don't know why these reality people want to think that is an out. It was told to me and I repeated it. Phaedra. Girl, Nicole Phaedra Parks.
Ooh, I'm sorry. I think I'm having a sneeze attack, sir. I'm sorry I didn't hit it with the first sneeze, but I did manage to hit the mute button for like thank you. The 4 sneezes that came after. Look at these 2 tight.
You're probably allergic to the bullshit.
I'm serious. These tight-faced white women are making me sneeze. Both of them. Look at how tight their lips are. Like jaws clenched.
Ooh.
But I agree with you in the sense of like, if I'm supposed to forgive you because the person that told you has some kind of sense of legitimacy, like you still didn't come talk to me about it. You still spread the rumor and you feel so entitled to, oh, well, because it was Jen, it must have had a kernel of truth about it. So therefore, I'm going to defame your character on TV. Well, if that's what you're going to do, you're not really my friend.
Right.
And there's tight face. That's what she was saying.
Ain't that nothing?
So And
trying to
honestly, it does seem like by the way she's pissed that like it really is nowhere near true.
Yeah, because Emma had a real good explanation for all of that. You know,
Yep.
she was like, "No, I'm not with him. I told him from jump, I'm not that kind of girl. He tried it, but I refused him. He wanted to invest in my company. I told him no, thank you. I was just there for the realty of it all, and it
Yep.
didn't work out that way. And not once did she accept any type of advance. Of course, he tried it, but she shut him down." And it wasn't even like that. So, you know, unless she's a good liar, but the point is, Nicole, you have the bad reputation in the office more so than Emma. I have yet to hear about any of Emma's indiscretions.
Listen, men be menning. And if there's one thing I would believe is that a man with money would take a look at a beautiful girl like that and try it. And then
Hello.
try it. I'm just sorry. I would believe that before I would believe she tried it. And I would believe that he told the wife some BS and then the wife went and told other people, like, oh, she was trying to get with him and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, this is the one area where you have to believe the woman over the man because the men be trying it.
Girl. Ain't that nothing?
Yeah, I believe her 100%. My instinct is to believe that he tried to invest and all do all the things you listed, the whoop de whoops. Yep, I believe it before I believe that she was like, "Come and knock on my door."
Okay.
Yeah.
Piece of anyway. That was it, y'all. That was all for episode 1. Like I said, we usually have multiple listings, multiple meaning at least 4 or 5. So I'm pretty sure next time that you come through and hear us talk about this, you'll see all of that. But yeah, that was it, y'all. Do you have anything more for this episode?
Nope.
Did you want to talk about what you think the preview of the season is going to be? Anything that sparked your attention other than the fires and how that's going to affect everything?
Uh, I'm trying to remember all the accusations they hurled at each other. No, I don't know. I like I said, DM Rocks, thank you for the comment that Chelsea said Mary pulls a bunch of microaggressions.
For sure.
It seems like Mary didn't like her last season, so it doesn't surprise me that she's going for it this season.
Well, y'all, we appreciate you for stopping by. And we will be coming back to you again with another episode of Selling Sunset on Netflix. This is season 9, and we'll hope to see you next time for episode 2. Now, before we go, we're gonna find out where we can find Erin when she's not talking ish with me over here.
You can catch me on Facebook at Psychic Aaron Boyd, or you can catch me on Instagram and Threads, psychic_ELB, and hit me up in the DMs if you would like to get a psychic reading. I am running a November special, so hit me up to find out.
All right, y'all, you heard that. Please do. And again, thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure that bell is black and share it if you like. And we'll catch you next time. Bye, y'all. Ray, Ray.